Located just outside of Madrid, the Valley of the Fallen has always been a controversial monument for Spaniards. That's because behind these doors lie the remains of one of the most controversial figures in Spanish history. Francisco Franco ruled Spain for 70 years, a reign that was marked by lack of civil liberties and a crackdown on political opponents.
You didn't have freedom for expression, for speech.
Luis Suarez Carreño was part of a rebel organization during Franco's dictatorship. He spent nearly 3 years in prison for speaking out against Franco's regime.
You were interrogated and you were tortured, or you were subject to different kind of pressure.
Following Franco's death in 1975, Spain transitioned to democracy. The government passed an amnesty law, and the official policy was to forgive and forget. But Suarez Carreño says because of this, there wasn't accountability for the crimes committed.
Not only they were never taken into trial, but were never even known by most of the Spanish society.
In many ways, the Spanish government's new plan to move Franco's remains from the Valley of the Fallen is reopening some old wounds. While the valley is officially a monument to honor victims on both sides of the Civil War, the site is seen by many as one that honors Franco. The current socialist government sees removing Franco's remains as necessary to democracy, but the move is unpopular with many in Spain. Right here outside of El Valle has been one of the most prominent meeting points for protesters who say Franco's body should stay right where it is. Juan Chicharo agrees with the protesters. He says the move is a misguided attempt to erase history and a distraction.
It's really a matter of politics to perhaps to divert people talking about things instead of talking about the real problem we have in Spain today.
The battle right now is over the future of Franco's remains, and the clash pits Franco's family against the government.
Now the family is free for putting the rest of the dictator in any Catholic church, because it's their right, and they have chosen the Cathedral of Madrid.
Spain's government has since said it won't permit this, but the decision ultimately lies with the church. So far, the Archbishop of Madrid said he wouldn't prevent Franco's exhumation from the Basilica in the Valley of the Fallen, and he also said he wouldn't stop Franco's heirs from burying the dictator in the crypt of Madrid's cathedral. The situation has grown increasingly complex, but government officials promised to exhume Franco by the end of this year, and they're running out of time to find another solution. For Talking Points, I'm Sabrina Maggiore.